I expected to see sheep. I expected to see cows. I did not, in my wildest dreams, expect this.
We did it again.
We just can't help ourselves, and we have hired our third $1 a day van rental in New Zealand. So the ultimate plan is to drive from Christchurch all the way up to Auckland. We only have 1,350 kilometers to do so, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna go over because we're starting that journey by going the opposite direction.
We have so much planned on this trip and it's gonna be fully jam-packed, but I've never been more excited, I don't think.
And we have like so much comfort. This thing's huge.
Yeah, but this whole adventure started about an hour ago when we picked up the van.
This is our home for the next 6 days.
Yeah.
Ooh, she's huge. Welcome home, Puddin'. Van life New Zealand starts now. Woohoo!
Woo! I'm definitely I think half nervous, half excited. We're so big. Alright, where are my indicators?
First things first, we need supplies for about 6 days. I'm worried about how much this is going to cost. This is the most prepared we've ever been for the start of a van. 100 and something dollars later, and I hope we're stocked up for at least half of this trip, but we went in with no plan, so we kind of just got a random assortment of stuff, and I'm hoping we can make meals out of it.
Woo! Excited? I'm so excited. This is going to be such an adventure.
Had to stock up on some Kiwi classics, including pineapple lumps, which I have definitely tried before, but I can't remember. I don't think you've had them before, have you?
No, never.
I'll wait for you so we can do it together. It smells like a fruit choc, but pineapple.
I love fruit jokes. I like them.
It's more like, you know, a banana? Like the candy banana?
Fake banana.
Except pineapple. That sort of
And chewy.
fake. Yeah, like it's not actual. I mean, it could be, but it's not.
Alright, should we get some K's in?
Even though we only have a certain amount of kilometers on this trip before it starts costing us money, we have decided to take the scenic route to Lake Tekapo, which I think has added a decent chunk of kilometers and time, but it is so beautiful. I am so happy with this decision. Is not being our friend today. I think we've already taken 2 wrong turns, which is not great when we're trying to track our kilometers and keep them to a minimum. So from now on, I think we're just going to follow the signs as best we can, because it's like it keeps trying to reroute it to the most direct one, which is good, but we opted for the scenic for a reason. What's nice is we're passing through so much farmland and so many sheep and cows. I also thought, since when we did our Australia trip, we were trying to go hardcore on Australian music, Australian podcasts we really like. Why not listen to some Kiwi classics? So I literally found legendary Kiwi classics, and I didn't realize how many amazing artists came out of New Zealand.
Even though Google led us down the wrong path, it did lead us to reindeer.
I expected to see sheep. I expected to see cows. I did not, in my wildest dreams, expect this. We had to pull over. We saw a bunch of deer, I guess, earlier driving past, and even that I got excited. And then all I saw were these huge horns.
Lumbering around.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, he's like a clear alpha. Wherever he walks, everyone's like, oh yeah, me too. I want to go there too.
He's huge. How big do you reckon his horns are? Like that big?
Monstrous. Yeah, bigger.
That's nuts.
Nice viewpoint.
We are getting nowhere fast on this road trip, and this is meant to be one of the shortest, quickest days that we have, which is a little bit concerning. But we were driving down this steep hill, and all of these really bright blue braided rivers came into our vision. I'm going to make the assumption that they are this bright blue because they are fed from glacier water, maybe at Mount Hutt, which is where we're headed to. But gosh, it's just stunning. And especially like right as you look out, it's all green pastures before it hits the blue. And then there's a mountain behind it. It is just breathtaking. New Zealand scenery really can't be beaten.
On the road again. And it's exactly stops like that why we chose to do the scenic route. And I think it might cost us a bit more money, but we're going to be opting for scenic routes the entire time we're in New Zealand.
Whoa. It is about 12:30 now. We had coffee for breakfast, but when we picked up the van, we were telling the staff member about our rough plans and how today we wanted to go to Lake Tekapo. After going through all of the photos and handing over the keys, we were about to jump in and they ran back to tell us that we couldn't miss Fairley Bakery. So even though I am starving right now, I think we need to push through. We need to keep going and we need to try this place. If it's worth running back for to tell us about, it's going to be worth being a little bit hungrier for. Plus this one can finally get another sausage roll.
Your next stop is Fairley Bakehouse. For about 77 kilometres, continue straight on.
Bakery time.
There was a line out the front as we drove past. This place better be good because I am starving. I hope they still have stuff as well. Please don't be sold out.
They can sell out.
Yeah.
Sugar.
Yeah. Let's join the line, I guess. It seemed like there was a lot of classics and a lot of stuff was getting sold out even while we were just waiting in the line.
Yeah, people are rubbing it out. There was no sausage rolls, which was really disappointing. So I still have to get one somewhere. Whoa.
I love that they have done this like cheesy crust on it. It just adds so much flavor. There's also pepper all on the top. The beef is really tender with the cheese melting through. Oh, might have just been really hungry, but this is really hitting the spot. And for dessert, we got a cheesecake swirl brownie, and it looks so dense and delicious. Very chocolatey.
Cheers.
About half an hour to Lake Tekapo.
Starting route to Lake Tekapo. Head west on Allendale Road, then turn right onto Mount Cook Road.
So given that we only had a limited time to relocate this campervan back up to Auckland, we had to make a few choices on where we wanted to go. Originally we were thinking Fox Glacier and going a little bit more to the western side of the South Island and exploring there. Ultimately we decided to check out Lake Tekapo and Lake Pukaki because we thought it was going to be less of a backtrack. Honestly, we could be wrong. It could be about the same, but in any case, we're on the way to the lakes.
Turn left onto Beecham Place, then turn right onto State Highway 8.
Not gonna lie, from the car park, I thought this was gonna be one of those things that's like nuts on Instagram and in real life is a bit of a bummer, but it's beautiful down here.
It's very nice.
It still doesn't live up to like the pastel-y dreams of the mega viral one, but it's stunning. All of the like ombre purpley lupins with the blue Lake Tekapo in the background. It's just stunning. And there's hardly anyone here.
To be fair, I thought they were going to be like waist height. They're They're about knee height.
From the limited knowledge I have about lupins, they have like a very specific blooming period and need a very specific season and all of that. So we might have just missed it. It's also been like a very cold December, so probably they're not at their peak.
Still very beautiful surroundings, mountains, almost 360. It's very nice. Onto the next lake?
Yeah.
The next lake we're going to is actually called Lake Pukaki.
We are trying a new thing we have never used before, which is an app called Campermate. And it's meant to be an offlineable map that shows you where you can camp for free, where all the holiday parks are, where the dumping stations are. Basically, it's a van lifers app that for the first time we've gotten, and there is meant to be a free camp right by Lake Pukaki with a view of
The lake.
Mount Cook.
Oh, of Mount Cook, yeah.
Yeah.
If there's free spots too, you can't check that, you just have to kind of turn up, so.
Yeah, and it's a Saturday, so
I didn't even think of that.
yeah.
Alright, let's go find out.
Put Campermate to the test. Only 30 minutes and we should be where we're camping for the night.
Maybe home for the night. I have no idea how the etiquette works here, or whether there's people that are going to leave and a nicer spot will free up. I don't want to block people's view, but at the same time, there's nothing really available that doesn't block someone's view, at least a little. So I think we just wait here and see if we get yelled at later.
There is one bus that has like the prime spot of this whole place, and it looks like they're packing up. We're not sure if they're just packing up from a day of adventuring and they're going to hang out inside now, or if they're packing up to leave. But the fingers are crossed. We might have scored one of the best spots. Look at this.
I went and sussed out the big bus. They were like hanging laundry up, so they're there for a while. So we came a little bit further up, snuck in between two. Actually quite a lot of space. Like I wouldn't say we snuck in, but yeah, this is nuts. We just made our bed in the back of the van for the first time. To think we got this for $1 a day and it's technically our accommodation with this view, crazy. And for those of you that saw our last $1 a day camper van rental, where I couldn't fit on the bed unless I was diagonal and we couldn't sleep in the same bed because of that, me at 6'1" or 6'2", fully outstretched, no problem.
Already used 316 of our 1,350 kilometers in the first day. So that does not bode well for the rest of the trip being $1 a day. I do think we might have to pay for some extra kilometers at the end, but if every day is like today, I think it's going to be well worth it. Trundler. What's going on, New Zealand? It's a trolley, not a trundler. I can get behind jandals, I can get behind togs. A trundler? You've pushed it too far.
Oh, you're going for a little trundle.
Oh my god, maybe I love it. Maybe I'm so mad that we call it trolley. I'm taking it out on the wrong people.